Hello, this is a demo to show how quickly with our solutions based on Cognos Insight we can create data visualizations and a workable solution in a very small amount of time, all from your desktop. And also these can be deployed eventually to a more enterprise solution. Um, so we'll get started right from the top. You can see that we can organize the information on the bottom with tabs, kind of make it a workbook that you can go through and kind of guide the user to what you are trying to express. So in this example, it's an insurance company, and the insurance company has agents and brokers, and they pay certain things called policy fees to the agents for bringing in a certain amount of premium or revenue for that insurance. So this tries to show an analysis of what the percentage is, and is it on target, is it high or low versus the amount of premium that agent's bringing in. So we can get started, and you can see right here I can create some drag and drop text here very quickly. Also, this button loads it right from the data source, which is nice, and it just kind of puts it into an internal like data warehouse within this file and allows you to manipulate it. So I just click that button to refresh, and I'm not going to do that in this demo, just save time, but I would just click that, it would do its thing. And the first thing is the policy fee premium analysis. So these are static charts that were requested by the client, that they already have in some static reports they have. And you can see right here that we can do basically anything that's already out there very quickly. I can also zoom in on these charts, and I could even potentially do some of my own analysis if I wanted to. And you can see I can do mouse overs, and it's all instant and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to reduce that and move to the next tab. So this is agent analysis. This is just something that it goes from beyond just a static type analysis, but it's still kind of locked down and allows the user to use these explorer points, as they call them, to click on them to analyze certain aspects. If I want to see all 2013 by mid-America. And you can see this percent comparison here, which is a data collection of, it's a conditional format of where percent is. So if it's the way we adjust it, and you can put any kind of threshold you want, is we made yellow average, around average. We made red if it's well above average, because the company doesn't want to pay a higher percent than is needed, right? That's a fee going out versus the premium. And I can see right here, hey, why is MAO Tech, why is it poor for them? Is there a reason we're doing that? I can also sort it by state, like just by Indiana, etc. So I can also clear those. So that's where it gets a little more powerful, is when you can do that, but you're not overwhelming the end user with all kinds of options. And here's another, just a top analysis that's pretty useful. I got my top 10 policy fee premium by policy fee premium for each agent. So it just shows me the top 10 for that. It shows my top 5 by where are we doing our most business, and it looks like, it's with large states generally. And I also have premium analysis of the 3 major measures in this, which is the percent of the, how much percent are we paying to 2013 versus 2012. So it looks like we paid a higher percent of our policy fee versus premium in 2012 versus 2013. It looks like we paid the most, though, in 2012, much more than 2013. And we made a lot more in our written premium, though, in 2012. Of course, the year hasn't ended, and this data, the sample data is taken for a little while back, so that might make sense. By the end of the year, it might even out. And here I've got just the top 10 by policy fee percentage, I'd be like, wow, why is Archer LLC so high? I mean, that's just huge, you know? And then I can go now to side-by-side comparison, which is a different way of looking at the data. Now I'm doing it by tiered, you know, like things that are under a million, you know, 1 million to 1.5 million, etc. And you can see the difference in the tiers with a percent comparison of the policy fee paid, right? So we've got well below average on the bottom, which are we incentivizing them? Is that why it's higher? And the 1.5 to 2 million is about where it should be. Why is it over 2 million? You know, it seems that we're actually paying a lower fee for those for that premium overall. So that's curious, and you can drill down, etc., into seeing that. And now I can see my three. I can see the three things, the three measures next to each other. So the policy fees, this is a really interesting chart, and this is called the tree chart. So what we're trying to determine here is, you know, what companies, so the size of the square shows how much revenue each agent's bringing in, and the darker the square, meaning it's the higher the percent we're paying out. So you can see that this is only the top 25 of all agents, and we get to see, like, does it make sense for us to pay a huge percent to Sham Software Solutions, which is a fake name, all the way on the bottom where they're only pulling in 1.3, where JVS 7.5 million is pulling in a lot more. But we're only paying about 8.96% for around average. So this is the kind of thing where you can see trends very, very quickly through three different analyses. And I could potentially go in here and change it. Let's say I want to see it by state instead. I could do that. Also, I can embed a website. Here we've got Datamensional's website embedded. You can certainly do that, and or put anything you want in there as far as a website. But I also want to show you really quickly, once you have something set up, how easy it is to start your analysis. So right here on the right, I have a cube, or also my metadata. So once this is set up, I can just drag the cube in here, and I immediately start getting some data. But let's say I want to see something by state, by top 10 states. So I'm going to drag state over here, and I've got now I've got so many, it's really hard to analyze. So I'm going to right click on written premium. I want to see it by written premium. And I can say top 10 or bottom. I'm going to say top 10. Now it's showing me the top 10 states. But now I've got all these other measures. I don't really care about them. So I can just go here and say written premium only. And now I've got that. And now I can make it smaller. I can put it anywhere I want on the screen. I can move it. And I also can change the chart type if I wanted to like a line, though it's not as useful here. I could also change it to a pie chart. And there's a whole bunch of other areas I could go into. But let's say I just want to get rid of that cross tab and just focus on the chart. And there we go. We have a big one now. We can make it small. I think the bar chart's probably still the most useful. I can put it back. And I could make it 3D if I wanted to. Well, that's a stack chart. Though I find that the default one's usually the most useful. And there's all kinds of options and things like that. And I can just make this big. And as you can see, there's a lot you can do with this. And we can really help companies get started very easily and very quickly with their visualizations. Just start analyzing now and scale this to a large solution. Thank you very much, and if you have any more information, please let us know at info@datamensional.com. My name is Ben Goey, and have a great day.